Good morning. My name is Todd Miller. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for HR. I want to thank everybody for coming today, and I especially want to thank the Nikki Rowe High School faculty, Gonzalez Ensemble. Can we give them a hand? So today is the 2021-2022 Employee Service Awards, and we are going to recognize 66 of our employees for their 5 through 20 years of service. So I appreciate everybody's loyalty and dedication, and I would like to ask the Board of Trustees, Mr. Marco Suarez, to come forward for the invocation, please.
Good morning. Can everyone please bow their heads? Dear Lord, we thank you this morning for allowing us to open our eyes and take a breath. But most importantly, we thank you for blessing this beautiful family that we have inside this room, our district, our kids, all of our employees. We ask you to continue to protect us and guide us. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Suarez. My name is Mark May with the district. Again, welcome to our Employee Service Awards this morning. So glad you could be here to give us a chance to offer thanks back to you for the hard work you do for our children. I just want to take a moment to introduce some special guests that we have today. First of all, representing our school board, we have our president, Mr. Sam Salivar Jr., our board secretary, Ms. Debbie Crane Aliseda, and of course, you've met trustee Marco Suarez. And then from our executive leadership team, we have our superintendent, Dr. Jay Gonzalez, assistant superintendent for instructional services, Dr. Rosaba de Hoyos, and of course from human resources, assistant superintendent, Mr. Todd Miller, and then head of business operations, and she's retiring also, but so we wish her a big send-off, Cindy Richards. Our interim superintendent for district operations, Adele Felix. Director of athletics, Mr. Brian McClinney. And Director of fine arts, Ms. Deborah Loya. Director of community information, Mr. Jake Berry. And then our Chief of Police, Mr. Joey Silva. All right, and now here to kick us off, please welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jay Gonzalez.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here. As I was looking at all the plaques here, it tells a story of a lot of individuals that have worked so hard to put our district in a position to excel. And that's the secret. The secret is to hire the right people that have passion for their craft, that take a lot of pride. Regardless of what division you work in, you take a lot of pride. So I see all the individuals that work in district operations and everything that they do for our district to keep the machine moving and to make sure that our kids have an environment where they can learn, that they're comfortable, that they get to school safely, that they eat good food. All the wonderful things that district operation does, that's a key component to success. And then you look at all the other divisions, whether it's the money team or the HR team or any organization has to have the right people. And as I look at the plaques, the other thing is 5, 10, 15, 20 years. The secret is hiring the right people, putting them in the right place, and then keeping them on the team as long as possible. There's something to making sure that people stay. And the only way they stay is that they feel like we're part of a family. And that wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen if we didn't have people like yourselves here. So these service awards represent more than plaques. It represents a lot of hard work. And I also want to take another opportunity to thank our board. One more round of applause for our board. I know a lot of times they're behind the scenes, so you don't really see the hours that they spend. You don't see the late nights, the executive sessions, the workshops. There's a lot that goes on there. So we appreciate them. We appreciate their families for sharing them with us. But today is really about celebrating greatness. And I've been with this district going on 25 years. I thought I was getting my 25-year plaque this year, but no, I have one more year to go. One more year ago, I was like, man, it's like climbing a mountain. So what a blessing. What a blessing it is to be here with you all. And as I look across the room, I've known, 24 years is a long time, so I've seen you all age. No, I'm just saying, just messing around. You guys look great. Y'all look great. But congratulations, and I hope that this ceremony reminds you how important you are to us. Thank you very much.
Also, I'd like to, if we could, please give a quick round of applause for our Nikki Rowe Faculty Jazz Ensemble. Wasn't that great music that they played? So we appreciate them. And now would you please welcome our school board president, Mr. Sam Saldivar Jr.
I stayed up late last night. I found out at last night's event that I was going to do the appreciation speech. So I finished at about 5 a.m. So let's see how it goes. You are McAllen ISD. You're McAllen ISD not because you're employed with us. You're McAllen ISD because you chose to be employed by us. You chose to serve in the interest of others. And that others, for all of us, is our children. And we're here because we love our children, whether they're of our own or they're part of this neighborhood or this community or part of this phenomenal organization. And this organization is phenomenal and is being recognized not because we have the outstanding superintendent of the year, not because we have a board that is outstanding school board of the year, not because we won accolade with the most recent one that you all won, which was the HEB Excellence in Education. That does not happen easily. And I can tell you in the work that we have done on your behalf and the behalf of our community, we didn't seek those. Those are an affirmation of others, whether it be from our community, from our state, from the nation, that says, you, McAllen ISD, you, an employee of McAllen ISD, you, in the actions that you take each and every day to do the right thing at the right time for the right reason to benefit children is why we've recognized you. And we should all stand proud. We should all feel humbled in a way, but at the same time, con más ánimo, to have more to give, to take it to the next level, take it up a notch. One thing I learned in school, and it served me well when I got into management with my company. I'm now retired. I've been retired 3 years, 38 with the business, 34 in management. And they introduced this concept of, it's inspirational thoughts. Many of you may have gone through it. And it talked about 1 degree, the difference between 1 degree makes between hot, steaming water and steam. And those of us who have been around a while, that there were steam engines. Many of us don't know that except in history books. But when you got steam, you can move a locomotive, you can move product, you can move people. You can build a nation. Just 1 degree. And there's other terms I can go about and everything, but you already know this. And we're here to appreciate and celebrate what you already know. But we need for you to know that we know and that we care about you and that we have entrusted a great deal of importance in our community, and that is our children and our taxpayers' money. And you've done very, very well for that. Very, very well. And we're all so proud of it. It makes our job a lot easier. And frankly, you make us look good. You make us look good. And what I mean by us, all of us. So whether you're in the classroom, working with students that may be having some real challenges, that are emotional because of what has occurred in the pandemic, we don't know what's happening at home, but they don't know what's happening to the teacher either, the struggles they're going through as well. We do. We listen. We learn. We adapt. Just like you do. They don't know that we may not have gotten the part that we needed in the time we needed to do it, right, to get the work done. And yet you're doing your very, very best to make that happen, to make the room cooler, to make it warmer in the wintertime, to get the materials that they need. That other folks may not know. And sometimes they hear what they hear, and social media just takes up. But what's important for us to know here today is we are McAllen ISD. We know. And if we don't know, we know who to ask. We know who we can talk to. We know who can tener confianza, who to have confidence in. And that's each other. So as you go about today and as we wrap up this year, please walk away with this thought. At McAllen ISD, we love you, we respect you, we care about you, and we will do anything we can possibly can to help you do your job the very best you can. Because we're all in this together for our children, for our community, for our nation. So may God bless each and every one of you, and may God continue to bless McAllen ISD. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Great job. Before we begin with the dispensation of awards, I did want to introduce one more person who's from our executive leadership team, Associate Superintendent for Instructional Leadership. Ms. Bridget V. is here this morning. All right, and now I'd like to invite our board members and Dr. Gonzalez to come up to the what we call the step and repeat area. And we'll be calling out the names by department, and handling that will be Mr. John Cavazos and later Mr. Stan Krauts, both directors from Human Resources. So please welcome Mr. John Cavazos.
Good morning. Buenos días a todos. As I announce the names, please walk through the center aisle so that you can receive your plaque, and then you proceed on to take a picture with the superintendent and the board members, okay? So I'm gonna start with service awards from the superintendent's division. From the Department of Athletics, Brittany Bratton with 5 years. All right. Next, also from Department of Athletics is Elizabeth Gilliam Douglas. From Community Information, Julian Olivares with 5 years. Hey, Julian. Oh, yeah. Also with 5 years from Community Information is Juan Rodriguez. I think we should have had fireworks come out for you. And doves maybe flying. All right. Now from the Department of Fine Arts, Jessica Riojas with 5 years. Now from McAllen ISD's finest, our police department, Mr. Daniel Garcia with 5 years. And Chief Joey, you can come to be part of the picture. What music are you gonna put on? Also from our police department, Tomas Gonzalez with 5 years of service. Is it good? Next, we have Gerardo Nolasco with 5 years of service. Edgar Ortega, 5 years. With 10 years of service, Ricardo Bernal. With 15 years of service, Alberto Salinas. And with 20 years of service, David Salias. Now moving on to our Division of Business Operations from Department of Accounting, Elizabeth Barrera with 10 years of service. And Alejandra Marmolejo with 10 years of service. Now from the Department of Payroll, let's make sure we applaud these people because they make sure we get paid every month. All right, we'll just clap a little, you know. Claudio Garza with 5 years of service. And our payroll director, Ashley Jaime, with 15 years of service. Now from our Division of District Operations, from Child Nutrition Department, Bernarda Reyes Gonzalez with 5 years of service. Next is Lizette Gonzalez with 5 years of service. Fabiola Barbarena with 10 years of service. Roberto Lopez with 20 years of service. And Graciela Rodriguez, also with 20 years of service. Now from the Department of Technology, Mr. Victor Galindo with 10 years of service. Luis Serna with 10 years of service. Hey, Luis, my computer needs some work, Luis, after this, all right? Jesus Mendoza with 15 years of service. Jesus. If Luis doesn't go, you can go, Cyrus. And Daniel Rodriguez with 15 years of service. Now from the Department of Health Services, Carla Raso with 10 years of service. I will now turn it over to my esteemed colleague, the one and only, Mr. Stankrantz.
Good morning, everybody. The district operations department is so large, we had to split it between the two of us. So we're going to move on now to our FMO, Facilities Maintenance and Operations. And this group is great. They're the ones that keep our grass cut and our floors swept. They lay tile in our offices. They take care of everything for us and keep us safe, our doors locked, all that good stuff. So we definitely appreciate them. So starting with Pedro Mandujano, 10 years. Come on up, Pete. Congratulations, sir. Also with 10 years, Maria de Lourdes Perez. Going on with 10 years, John Ramirez. Arnoldo Villarreal with 10 years. And also with 10 years, Francisco Vidamontes. Moving on to those with 15 years, starting with Carlos Aguilar. "15 years, Simon Molina. "15 years, Melissa Ortiz. And 15 years, Genaro Sutil.
I think there was an ad.
Should put some weird music. Oh, okay. Moving on with our Department of Special Funding, we have Ms. Laura Williams with 10 years. And one of our newest departments, the Student Outreach Department, with 5 years, Elisa Rodriguez. The next department we want to recognize is our Department of Student Operations, starting with 15 years, Frank Lozano. With 15 years, Jose Soto. And with 20 years, Miss Angela Allen. Our next department is the department that sees our students first and last in the day. With their bright, smiling faces, the Department of Transportation, 5 years, Sergio Flores. Is anybody else singing Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round in your head right now? Also with 5 years, Jose Montoya. Moving on to 10 years with the district, Adrian Guerrero. Ten years, Deborah Ortiz. Ten years, Alma Salinas. Manuel Martinez with 15 years. Luis Medina Ramirez, 15 years. "20 years in McAllen ISD, Antonio Amato. And also 20 years, Dalinda Ramirez. Our next department is the Warehouse Fixed Assets Department with 10 years, Eugenio Garza. And also with 10 years, Gerardo Hernandez Luevano. And that ends our district operations. Ms. Felix, you can sit down now. How about another hand for our district ops? At this point, we'll move on to the Division of Instructional Services. And our first division, the Department of Advanced Academics, wasn't able to be here, but I get paid by the name, so I'm going to read the names anyway. Patricia Alvarez with 5 years. Diana Carrillo with 5 years. Iris Castro with 5 years. And Amanda Sanchez with 10 years. We move on to our Department of Digital Learning, 15 years in the district, Jay Ann Vega. Moving on to the Division of Instruction, with 10 years, we have Dr. Rosalva de Hoyos. From our regional day school program for the deaf, we have Miss Erica Garcia with 5 years. Our director for the program, Ms. Lisa Lara, with 15 years. And with 20 years, Rowe Medina Castillo. Our next department is the Department of State and Federal Programs, sometimes referred to as the bank. And we'll start with 10 years with Carmen Cifuentes. And with 15 years, Linda Trevino. We now move on to the Division of Instructional Leadership. And in Instructional Leadership with 5 years, we have Maria del Rosario Estrada. And also Miss Elma Piñon with 20 years. And we move on to our final division, the Division of Human Resources. In our Division of Human Resources, we go to the Department of Student Support Services. We want to recognize for 10 years my name brother, Stanley Smith. There's a reason we saved him for last. Ladies and gentlemen, we could have one more round of applause for all of our employees today. Thank you for what you do. At this time, I will turn it back over to Dr. Gonzalez for some closing remarks.
Thank you, Stan.
You're welcome.
This concludes our ceremony, but I didn't want you all to go without knowing how important you are to the team. So keep working hard, keep having fun. Know that all of you are valued on the team. Our district is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, we go across the state and we can compete with anybody, anywhere, in any division because of all of you. So thank you all. We love you all. Have a wonderful day.